Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to make a Bubu Kaftan with this stylish neckline. So here I have my fabric folded into two, and I folded by my hip measurement divided by 4. Then I added 2 inches for ease allowance, then 1 inch for seam allowance. So I'm using a silk fabric and we know it moves a lot, so I'm just going to put on something that will give you weight not to move. So I'm just checking to know if I have gotten the right measurements for everywhere, then I'm cutting it out. So I have two pieces of this, one for the front part and for one for the back bodies. So I'm just going to go ahead and measure my shoulder measurement divided by 2 and also my neck width. So I'm just marking my neck width of 3 inches, then my neck depth of 1.5 for the back, then about 10 inches for the front bodies. So I'm just connecting the back and the front like so with a V shape. So next on my shoulder line, I'm going to come down by 1 inch, which is serve as shoulder slope. Then I will connect it to the neck width like so. Once I was done doing that, I'll go down on my shoulder slope by my armhole measurement. I used about 8.5 inches, and I'm just marking out my shoulder measurement from this side to get a straight row. Then I'll connect it. So next I'll go ahead and mark from the starting point my bust line. Then I'll also mark my waistline, which was about 15 inches. Then my hip line, which was 24 inches. So guys, next on the hip area, I'm just going to divide my hip measurement by 4. Then I'll add 2 inches for ease allowance and 1 inch for seam allowance. Then on the bust line, I'll divide my bust measurement by 4. Then I'll add 2 inches for ease allowance and 1 inch for seam allowance. And I'll just, what I have on the bust line is what I'll be putting on my waistline. So there's really no shape on that area. So next, I'm just going to use my ruler to connect these lines I have here. So guys, after connecting, I went ahead to divide my armhole measurements into 2. Then I made a curve into the body measurements we have there. So I'll go ahead and cut out this part like so. Then while cutting, I'm just going to cut out my back neck width first. Then I'll be cutting the front later on. So guys, after cutting, I'm just going to take out my back bodies, then I'll focus on the front bodies for now. So we're modifying the neckline of the front bodies. So guys, I kind of made a mistake where I cutting this. I just went ahead to cut it a straight V. But first, you're just going to go in by 1 inch from that 10 points we made. Just go in by 1 inch, then that's how you connect it to your neck width like so. So I hope you guys understand. It will give you like this square V shape on that point. So guys, I have the sequence fabric with me. I'll be using it to work on the design we have in front. So the length I want this to stop is about 20 inches, but I have 21 inch for seam allowance. So next I'll just place it to start on the shoulder area. Then I'll go ahead and cut out the neckline of the dress. So based on the design I'm working with, one part of the sequence is going to be on the shoulder area. So I'm just going to open this up like so, then place it like so. Then I'll be trimming out one part of the shoulder that the sequence is not supposed to be. So I'm just going to trim this part out with 1/2 inch allowance on the top part. So this is what the design is going to be on the upper part. Then this side below, I'm going to come up by 1.5 inch. I wanted to make it 2 inches, but I'll be folding 1/2 inch later. So I'm just coming up by 1.5 inch. Then I'll trim it into the middle, or you just fold it like so. Then come up by 1.5 inch. Then just trim it to meet like a V shape to meet the center point of the sequence, just like so. So after doing that, this is what we have. Then next you go ahead and fold it by 1/2 inch on every side like so. Then take it to your sewing machine and sew on it. I'm just folding in 1/2 inch on the sides and go ahead and top stitch it on each side. So guys, after top stitching, this is what I have, and the only opening I have is on this top area and this other part. So I also went ahead to join my front bodies to my back bodies on the shoulder area. So next we're going to measure from this point all around the neck area to this other point. Then I went ahead to cut out the length of the sequence. Then the width of what I have here was 4 inches. The length was about the round neck measurement plus about 3 inches. So when pinning this, I just left about 1 inch before the starting point. So just leave about 1 inch before you start it and pin all around the shoulder area, sorry, the neckline. So I'm just pinning, and when I get here, I still have extra allowance. So I'm just folding in this part to give us a neat finishing. So you go ahead and sew by half an inch like so. So after sewing by half an inch, this is what I have. So you go ahead and make a notch on this starting point you have here. Just make a notch on each side so that it will balance well. So next I'm just going to push in the remaining we have here. So just push in them like so. So push them in. So I'll trim this off, then I'll go ahead and push what I have left in like so. So next on this upper part, you fold in about, they have an inch you didn't fold earlier. So just fold it in, then go ahead and top stitch it. So I'll just use my pins to illustrate how it is going to sit. So I'm just putting it, then I'll go ahead and top stitch this on my sewing machine. So guys, after doing that, this is what I have here, and this is the wrong side of the fabric. Next, I'll flip this over to the wrong side of the fabric. I'll be attaching a pocket to this. So I'm just going to mark 16 inches from the shoulder area downwards. So I'm just marking 16 inches. Then the length of the pocket will be about 7.5. So I'm just marking it. So next we'll sew, then stop here, then start here again and sew the way down. I'll do the same for the other side. And here's the final look of the dress. It came out really beautiful. So guys, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please hit on the subscribe button, like and share this video. I will see you guys in the next class. Bye.